The second International Bioethics Conference is due to be held in the Sultanate of Oman. The Omani National Bioethics Committee is organizing its second International Bioethics Conference in cooperation with Sultan Qaboos University and UNESCO. The conference will be held in February 2020 at Sultan Qaboos University. As said, the conference is different from other conferences held in the Sultanate. The conference intends to come up with legislation, regulations and guidelines on a number of issues that have direct bearing in saving the lives of people living in Oman. Over 2,100 patients in the waiting list for kidney transplantation because of the end-stage renal disease. In addition to this number, there are 200 to 300 new cases every year. The conference will address this issue and come up with necessary legislation for organ transplantation from both living and deceased in order to save the lives of these suffering patients who are in desperate need for organ transplantation. To learn more on that, we have with us right here in the studio Mr. Ahmed bin Sumeit Khitami al-Badawi, Vice Chairperson of Intergovernmental Bioethics Committee, Sultan Qaboos University. Welcome to the studio here. What would you like to tell us more about this upcoming conference which is going to be held? And I believe it's a very, very important conference.
Yeah, as you have said it, this conference is totally different from any conferences in the country in a sense that National Bioethics Committee is advisory body to the government, whereby from this conference we are coming up with guidelines and legislation regarding vital issues which touches the community directly. As you have mentioned, we have a serious cases of about organ transplantation, kidney, as per se 2,100 cases, and it's costing a lot of money to the government. And also we are going to discuss about inherited blood disorders and how to combat it. And more specifically, the icon of the issue is about definition of death, which by patients who are terminally ill, sometimes they are occupying the bed and they are almost dead, but we don't have, fatwa by itself does not stand. So we have to have a guideline of laws to govern and to safeguard the doctors. This is so. In this case, we have to bring eminent scholars, and they are exactly 34 papers from eminent scholars, locally and internationally. Internationally, we have handpicked the most eminent bioethicists will be here, total 17. And to discuss these issues and come up with legislation, which we are going to forward it to the government to be the law of the country.
Okay. Now, does this mean this particular conference, you will be able actually to come with the fatwa there and also rules and regulations, legislation in particular?
Not fatwa. No. Fatwa is from another dimension. We hope to come up with guidelines and guidelines and legislation, which we are going to forward it to the cabinet, Majlis Wizara, to be the law of the country.
Okay, right. Now, what is the achievement so far?
National Bioethics Committee, from the day one, under the guardian of Vice Chancellor Dr. Ali Bimani, he has been very, very active in this issue, and we have achieved a lot from 2009 forward. And among the issues which concerns the community is do not resuscitate policy, which is almost now any time will be out. We have finished it. It's now a law. It's going to be a law in the country about DNR. Now we have it took us 4 years to work around abortion, whereby Marsum is out, Article 36. Regarding the abortion, which is something, it's a great achievement to the government. We also had guidelines against stem cells and stem cell research and traditional medicine.
Indeed, we can see the difference of this particular conference, the nature of it. But can you also highlight more the difference of this particular conference, actually?
The conference, number one, the quality of the papers. the people themselves. We have got eminent scholars. When we talk about bioethics, then we think about Professor Abdullah Dar, we think about bin Ammar, who was a former Minister of Health. We are talking about Daphna representing UNESCO. We have got Abdullah Judi, Dr. Muhammad Ali Al-Bar, Omar Kasole, Harvard graduate.
These are scholars.
These are names by themselves.
Right.
When you hear about them, then you'll have the motivation to attend the conference, because these are eminent scholars in bioethics.
Bioethicists, we would like to thank you very much for this short interview, and we wish you all the best with the upcoming conference, and we'll make sure that to be there with you and cover all, because it is indeed very, very important.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.